Good morning, pregame crew. Welcome to the pregame show. This is where we look over indices, commodities, crypto movers, and shakers of the day. If you're tuning in later in the day, you may want to fast forward to this down here in the far right corner. It says 6:30. That's where I'll get started with the meat and potatoes of the indices, crypto, commodity movers, and shakers. It is Tuesday, July 26th, 8:23 a.m. Eastern, 6:23 a.m. Mountain Time. Welcome to the pregame show. Let's do a little housekeeping, audio visual check, and let me say hello to my friends. Good morning, Greg, Night Truck, Jonathan, hey, AJ, Lisa, Aaron, Willow Puff, Bennett, Lori, Matthew, Chris, Bask, Ann, good morning. Hey, Andre, hey, Maddie, hey, Slow Devil. Oh, that's funny, Slow Devil. Hey, Lori, Mary, Crypto. Hey, Rob. Thanks, Night Truck. Thanks, Ricky. Hey, Craig. Amen, Curtis. Every day above ground is a good day. Hey, Lord. Bobby, Jessica. Let me go back and see if I have any chart requests so far. We're all kind of watching Nat Gas with our mouth flung open. Look at that move. That's parabolic. So sorry about that, Bennett. I pounded the table yesterday in here and twice in our commodities chat room about fundamentals. When I don't understand why price is moving beyond technicals and there's stuff outside of my wheelhouse, I just back away from it. And Nat Gas, let me show you something. I'm going to cough 1 second. Sorry about that. Back here, let me see if I can find it. Right here. Who remembers this? Let me clear this off. Who remembers this back in November of 2018? It was an incredible move. Hedge funds blew up. There was this huge hedge fund that kept adding to shorts down here. And we gapped and we ran, what is that? 57% in October. In 2 weeks, so what are we doing here? It blew up hedge funds. And then our volatility index actually spiked very high during the same period of time. If we have time, we'll look at it on VIX, the corresponding time period. But if you go look at VIX, VIX spiked and the market wasn't even dumping or anything. It was because of these hedge funds blowing up. When you have these margin calls, these forced margin calls, and they're forced to cover, it can send a ripple effect through the market that has nothing to do with indices. So that was 57% in a little over 2 weeks, okay? Now look at where we are. So July 5th, same, a little longer, but we're up 83%. 83%. This is major short squeeze. So you just back away from technicals. RSI doesn't mean as much when there's two things at play. We have fundamentals that are driving this because of the Gazprom, the Nord Stream pipe, whatever, all of that stuff, pipeline over in Russia. There's fundamental stuff, and then there's technical stuff of a short squeeze. Look at this lift. Look at this parabolic move. When you have this lift off the 8 EMAs, it's just showing you the power of the shorts. Now, our hourly RSI is 92. Technicals will come into play sooner than later, but it's more than I understand, so I just smile and wave at it. Naughty gas is called naughty gas for a reason, and the Widowmaker for a reason. So please be careful out there. It smells okay, too. Hey, Jose, Black Rob, Gil in Brazil, Roberto, John, hi. Hey, Nathan. BTC, yes, I am going to go over BTC. I go over it every single morning. Yep, Costco got hit because of Walmart. Remember, Walmart didn't have earnings yesterday. Walmart earnings isn't until August 11th. Let me show you. Their earnings isn't till August 11th, right? No, that's dividend. Or August 16th. Sorry, August 16th. Oh, I got to go clear that up. Your dividend is August 11th. 1 second. So yesterday was not earnings. They pre-announced guidance. They're softening the blow for investors, saying, hey, it's going to be bad. Just want you to know it's going to be really bad. So that was a surprise guidance yesterday, and it's down 9% this morning. It took Costco with it, Amazon with it, Target with it. And remember, Target just reported something very similar. So was the market expecting this? Is this priced in? Is this a canary of what we could see from something like Apple, who has much greater margins than Walmart? And if people are softening toward buying in Walmart, and that's pinching that class, or that class, our middle class, our lower class, our whatever class, what's happening to these higher end products that maybe the lower class, it was within reach a year ago and now it isn't? So really crazy stuff going on. Good morning, CCJ. On the daily, that's a pretty good looking hammer that was put in. Now we need to confirm today. It was a nice buying of the dip by the bulls. I don't trust this after hours action. This doesn't look like it happened on a lot of volume. So when that happens, I just disregard all the pre-market and after hour shenanigans. So right now, our major resistance is 22.97, the high of yesterday, 22.97. Support 22.73. Odds favor, we put in a 4-hour lower high compared to 23.72. But remember, the after hours action is just pretty sporadic. We can't really trust it. Whoa. They have earnings tomorrow. Pre-market. We need to know that. Please leave the coughs in. You want to hear the coughs? No one wants to hear this cough, I promise. Okay, let's go over Costco. Costco has a dividend on Thursday for 90 cents. This may be a dip buy opportunity for any dividend wanting bulls. 511.51 is the low of the reaction correlation to Walmart yesterday. Your next support is down at 503.20. You have resistance at 515 and then way up at 529.50. I don't know that I would target Costco for shorts today. It would most likely work. We're going to have some pretty scared investors saying, hey, this happened to Walmart. There's a high probability it's going to happen to Costco. So it definitely could happen. I would possibly look at shorting Pops. What was the other one? Yeah, Amazon is the one I would like a little bit better. Yeah, I would like Amazon short compared to 117.50. Then 120.03 is your next resistance, former support. It's past 6:30 a.m. Okay, yes, then let's get started. Thanks for the reminder. Good morning. You're at the pregame show. I'm Charkow Lori. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter at Charkow Lori, you can check us out at chartguys.com. What we do is we teach technical analysis. What I do here every morning is I have these notes. I use them to kind of keep me straight. And I copy and paste these in the TCG chat room when I'm done, the Chart Guys chat room. If you're interested in my chart setup, you can click on the link below in the video description to receive a PDF explanation. Yes, let's get started. So we have some major differences between ES and Nasdaq. Let me double click on it so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, as you can see, this is a 4-hour equilibrium. But what's Big Daddy doing? Nasdaq has a potential 4-hour bear flag. That is a clear downtrend. 1 second. We have a 4-hour downtrend in Nasdaq. So is ES, if ES were to hold the 4-hour equilibrium, would it pull Nasdaq back up? Or do we have a higher likelihood of Nasdaq pulling ES down with follow through and a bear break and taking it out of this equilibrium to the bear side? If I had to choose, I would assume Nasdaq would weigh on ES a little more and we would break bear out of this pattern. Bitcoin has been pulling back pretty hard. If that's our canary, then that is the more likely scenario that ES would pull back. But Bitcoin keeps getting these nice little bounces along the way as well. So Nasdaq, our key support 12266, 12235. Resistance 12334, 12498. Let me come back up here. Let me give y'all the key levels for the day. We have manufacturing numbers today. We've got all kinds of stuff today again. And we've got Google, we've got Microsoft after hours. Tomorrow we got FOMC. Thursday we have Apple, we have Amazon. Let me tell you the lay of the land as I see it. My opinion is that if we were going to get a full basis point or whatever you call that 1 point hike tomorrow, they would have already leaked it. Because at this FOMC, they are chatty Cathys. They talk more than any other FOMC we've ever seen, and they preview the actual actions before it happens to try to soften the blow. So I believe they would have already announced a 1 point basis point hike if they were going to do it. So I think 0.75 is kind of baked in the cookie right now. And it is my opinion that Apple earnings are more important than everything else. Whatever the FOMC reaction is tomorrow, I think Apple will overshadow that to the positive side. What a nice blow off top on that gas. Wow. Beautiful blow off top. So I think that Apple will have more of a bearing on the market because of its large market cap. That's all Lori opinions. Okay. That's just my opinions. So I'm watching this 4-hour time frame. I think it gives us the most clarity. And I think you need to let's mark on our calendars here, or whatever, our charts. 3942. Tell me when we get down there, and tell me if we get to 39. I'm just going to say 85, right before resistance. And I'm going to consider everything in the middle mishigas. I'm just going to consider it sideways action. And to me, if we stay range bound between 3940 and 3990, to me, that just indicates everybody's holding their breath for earnings after hours. And we're just going to stay inside. So what was interesting yesterday, clear all this off, is we had our first inside bar since June 8th. We have not had a daily inside bar since June 8th. That just shows the volatility that we've had over the last 2 months. So that was our first inside day. It felt very sleepy because we're used to major moves. We've been having major moves in the market. So with ES, we know what the line in the sand, 39.90, 39.40. In Q, we have a 4-hour potential bear flag. 12266. That confirms the 4-hour bear flag. You do have a support right behind that at 1223575. I lost my chat. Let me find y'all. There y'all are. Where's Dan? Zach, Dan never does the pregame show. He's done it once. So you're at the wrong show. Dan does after market reviews every day. And that's where you find Dan. And he does crypto live videos. I do the pregame show. So if you're missing Dan, then just wait for the aftermarket show. All right. Oh, let me go back to RTY. RTY is holding up better than Nasdaq. YM is holding up way better than Nasdaq. That's a nice looking 4-hour EQ. RTY, nice looking 4-hour EQ. So let's see if the Fab 3 sisters can pull up Big Mama Nasdaq, or is Nasdaq going to weigh on all three of those? We're at the hourly 50 MA on RTY. Nasdaq well below. ES we're below. And YM we're below. The hourly 50 MA, if you've been around these parts for a while, you know I call that the Great Wall of Louisiana. It can be staunch resistance when being tested from below, and same thing, staunch support when it's being tested from above. Oh, that I would love for Dan to join me, but I wouldn't talk if he was here because he's just the bomb. VIX. So VIX, we have a triple top here. We have a triple top on the hourly at 2405, 2407, 2409. So we have hourly inside bars right now with VIX, but we do have an hourly downtrend. That is 1 point in favor of market bulls. Despite having EMAs overhead, we still are in an hourly downtrend on VIX. So our VIX glimmer of hope. No. Glimmer of hope for market bulls. VIX in an hourly downtrend. All right. Hang Seng was up 1.67%. I'm considering this an anomaly. BABA announced after hours yesterday they're being dual listed in Hong Kong. So that's been announced before. So for me, that was a big nothing burger, even though BABA bounced into a triple top area. Here's a triple top area you may want to mark on your chart. 4 hour, 106.96, 107.16, 106.70. It bounced straight into that area. I don't trust this move, and I'm not taking any signals from Hang Seng being up 1.67%. It was very news driven. As we know, BABA's their biggest stock out there. And so it really lifted their market. I'm not taking that as a clue. However, I am taking DAX as a clue as we're currently down 0.75%. We tend to be recovering a little bit better, but it could be an hourly bear flag. I'm going to cough 1 second. Okay, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, hourly EMAs are having their way with price. This is a potential 4-hour bear flag. On any bounce, we're looking for 4-hour lower highs. Bitcoin bulls have a lot of work to do. Let me see if I can get this on here. This is a pretty parabolic move to the downside. Definitely has some Momo. Look at that on Bitcoin. It definitely has some Momo to the downside. We're at 31 on the 4-hour RSI. Daily's not oversold, and hourly is not oversold. So the same thing that it can be said for bulls can be said for bears. Bear with me here. We are going sideways in time. So this is actually good for the bears. They're giving the opportunity for bulls to step in, and they're not taking advantage of it. They're cooling RSI off in time just so they can take it down another leg. That's actually a very bearish signal. So let me try to say that a little bit better. I'm struggling this morning with vocabulary. They are consolidating right now, or they're going sideways in time. Their bounce is not a real bounce. It's going sideways, but they're using that to cool off RSI so they can then take it down another leg. That is a huge bearish signal for Bitcoin. When we get those quiet times in the market, that's the time for the person playing defense to play defense. Well, they're not playing defense. This isn't defense. This is whack-a-mole. They're not doing anything. Okay, key resistance 21258, key support 20861. Ethereum. Okay, I have one well, nope, that glimmer of hope is gone. I was looking this morning and it had this kind of look. It looked a little falling wedge to me, but that's over. Lower lows are getting followed through, so no falling wedge on the table. 1385 is support. And then 1334.81. So I just want to make a note on my notes. I get comments sometimes, pre-gamers, or even y'all when y'all see it in here, and y'all are like, wait, Lori, that's no longer the case. Remember, I typed these up at 4 a.m. So it's now 6:40 a.m. I start working on these at almost 3 hours ago. I start working on these. So just know that sometimes things can change. You have to put your technical analyst hat on and say, oh, I see what she was saying. That was a situation an hour ago. I try to go back and update as much as I can before I go live. But just remember that. So if you have any questions, as always, let me know and I can update you on if a situation has changed. Let's keep it simple for crypto. As long as these hourly EMAs are overhead, bears are in control. And I'm silly with that, but in my head, it's just like a flight attendant coming into my head. If the EMAs are overhead, the bears are in control. If the EMAs are below you, stay in long. You can keep things that simple. What is your trade keeper? Is that part of your system, EMAs? If it is, I think it's a great system to keep you in a winning trade. And I only see bearish propensity right here with where Ethereum is. And we're in an area where price squeezed up. So when it squeezes up like that, we clear out the order books. So then the bears, when they come back through that zone, they can slice through it like a hot knife on butter. All right. Thanks, Bob the Butcher. I appreciate it. Oh, that's a pretty good looking candle coming in on gold. So I was prepared to say negative things about gold with this 4-hour downtrend, and dollar was showing some super strength this morning. It's pulling back right now. See the super strength from the dollar? It's pulling back and gold's taking advantage of it. So we have enough room for a 15-minute higher low compared to 1711. 1711. We have enough room for a 15-minute higher low on a pullback. Gold, not May. Gold, let me say it like this. There's a 99% chance gold will be impacted this week by FOMC. 99% chance. So if that's something you've studied and you understand the fundamentals of the binary event of FOMC, then have at it. But I don't know all of that stuff, so I'm staying away from gold. All right, so thank you, Night Truck. I appreciate it. Oil. So oil looked a little tired to me. Don't get me wrong. Oil bulls have been putting in the work. But we are consolidating sideways. That is a point for the bulls. However, these upper wicks are just showing me that the bulls are looking a little tired. Just a little tired. What I'm looking for on the daily is a potential inverse head and shoulders. In order to get that inverse head and shoulders, we would have to break 199. Let's call that 101. We'd have to break 101. I don't know that we're going to take that out in one fell swoop. So lower high is probably the more likely scenario. On the daily, we have API estimates after hours at 4:30 Eastern inventory tomorrow. Okay, so this is what we mean by a blow off top. Look at that. That's when you have max capitulation. This is when the bears are like, crap, now I have to cover. Darn it. They have to cover. And then as soon as they cover, it's like then the buying pressure comes off and then we have a slide back down. How much was that? Not a big blow off top yet. Not yet. We'll see. 5-minute inside bars right now. Again, if you don't understand the fundamentals going on with nat gas, it's just, it looks like major opportunity, and it could be, and you could crush it. And I'm cheering for you. I don't understand the fundamentals, and my rules say I can't touch things if I don't understand what's going on behind the scenes. To a degree, I don't have to understand everything, but I mean, this nat gas situation has gotten really crazy. And I cover the news in our room, so I see it every day, and I just see how crazy it is. Look at that parabolic move. Just wow. RSI is 90 on the hourly. Insane. Okay, Apple. No, you are fantastic. No, you. Okay, so this was our drawing from yesterday. This was their graffiti. We were looking for a top fish against Friday's high. I have the same mindset today, but on an intraday high, not the day high. So, okay, yesterday's high was 155.04. I'm being a little more aggressive with the level I'm picking from the hourly, looking for an hourly lower high on a bounce compared to 154.08. And guess what that matches up with? The Great Wall of Louisiana. So 154. A bounce up to 154, I'd like to short. Now, I'm taking my lead from Dan. Dan has called it correctly, in my opinion, that as technical traders, we're disadvantaged on weeks like this week. They're so peppered with fundamental information, so you pump the brakes a little bit. I found myself really pumping the brakes yesterday. So I'm going to keep that mindset. My goal this week is risk management. And if I see a home run opportunity, or I should say a high conviction opportunity, I'll swing at it. But I am more in risk management and capital preservation mode this week because I know what these weeks, how they can end up. It can be a train wreck. Amazon. Amazon got hit by Walmart news. Okay, now it's messing up the setup. I was looking for a bounce into 117.50 for a potential short. Looks like it's pulling back already. If we're pulling back already, hourly's oversold. I can't short down here. My rules say I can't short. I have to wait for a bounce. Look at this rounded top on Amazon. got a cough. All right, let's keep going. NVIDIA, this was the box I drew yesterday. They were so weak. The semis were weak yesterday, opening up compared to the market. The short worked. However, I'm flipping the script today. Semis look better than other tech names. So, if anything, I'm looking for a pullback buy on NVIDIA, and I think I said forget about it. Oh, that was on Tesla. So I like a long on the NVIDIA and Tesla today, but if the market is weak, that should have been with an A, forget about it. I'm not interested. So I'm not interested in a bottom fish long on NVIDIA if the market is weak. Same thing with Tesla. I'm interested in a Tesla dip buy, but not if the market's weak. And your support 795.60. And here's what I'm looking at on Tesla. Even though it is not what we routinely call a daily bull flag, we have an upper wick of profit taking. We do have declining bear volume, but that upper wick is not ideal. However, we're holding the 8 EMAs. We're holding 1/3 of the pole. So for all intents and purposes, this could be a daily bull flag. So I'm looking for a dip buy opportunity, but I need a stair step pattern. I need a tightening range. I need it set up because I don't have support in this range. I can't just say buy, 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 because look at this. I don't have support. So I have to wait for a setup that gives me a level intraday. Intel, this name looks good. I don't know. Let's see. They have earnings this week, I think. Yep. Thursday. Let me look again. Thursday after hours with everybody else. So they do have earnings this week, but I think this name looks pretty good for a bottom fish at 38.95. I really like Intel. MSTR got a downgrade. So let me show y'all something. Since June 13th, MSTR has gone 108%. 108%. So they got a downgrade, and they've got mega Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So with Bitcoin pulling the back the way it is, this is a short for me. And what I'd like to see is some type of bounce. You could possibly have an inverse cup and handle, not ideal. But I'm looking for a bear flag bounce to get in on an MSTR short swing. SIGA. Wiggly, it depends on your ninja level skills. Wiggly's asking, what's the approach to a parabolic trade? Is it a signal to short? You just leave it alone. Or are you a ninja? Are you a consistently profitable trader and you have a system to trade blow off tops? If you do, go for it. If you don't, stay away. Support 1480 and 1433. Resistance 1529 and 1585. Okay, on SIGA, what I'm looking for is this is the monkeypox one. Dang it, it got oversold an hour and a half ago. We may have to wait for 30-minute oversold. Okay, this trade's busted. I wanted first 15-minute oversold in regular trading hours to bottom fish SIGA. It still may work. You may want to keep it on your back burner, keep it on your watch list, but it's not ideal now that it got oversold in after hours trading, and I've seen the volume. This is real. So this is real volume here. So this is already taken place. So it may not work today. And another one, if you want to stick with that theme of the raging bulls, Redbox, they front ran this 5-minute oversold bounce here, but you may get a 15-minute oversold bounce on RDBX. So that's another one. Let me just put that on the list. That could be another back burner watch, a mega bull, just looking for first oversold. And I posted in the channel this morning, Mara. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. But MARA's gone about 170% in 3 weeks. We were looking short MARA yesterday, and we are hitting our first hourly oversold. You see that? We're approaching it since the 170% run. So aggressive bulls are looking for a potential bull dip buy on MARA this morning. Ninjas only, XLF. XLF has a daily triple top, not weekly, daily, here at 33.14, 33.16, 33.11. We have a triple top. So I like the continue top fishing of that level until it stops working. So now that level maybe moved down a little bit. You could use 32.98 as a top fish level, 32.98. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Andre, Momo is momentum. Oh, Jason, thank you for answering that. All right. So, do y'all have any chart requests? I will do a couple. BNTX. Beatniks. Nice daily EQ. 169.74, 169.95 double top. Support 153.83. I don't see a viable trade setup here unless you're shorting yesterday's high. Shorting against yesterday's high. I don't see a high conviction setup here. Edit. Looks very similar to BNTX. This one has a little bit different look. Look at that. This could be an inverse head and shoulders. Your resistance 1644, support 1530. I guess bottom fishing 1587 may make sense, but that's support so far away at the moment. I don't see a viable trade. XBI, wax on, wax off. XBI has a nice EQ, and what we're looking for is a break of this EQ today, either to the downside or to the upside. 81.22 is that key resistance. I'm saying 81.22 because 81.14 happen at the end. Yeah, 81.22 is that key resistance. 79.74 key support. Look how fast we ran up yesterday. Same thing holds true on whatever time frame chart you're looking at. When you slice and dice through the order blocks like that, when you come back through it to the downside, it cuts like a knife through butter. So I like XBI bearish today. Oh, so many requests. That's actually strong compared to what I've seen. This could be a daily bull flag. UBS, they missed this morning. It could pull weight this name. Support 319.85, 317.20. US 30. Yeah, is this what you want? I do Dow, so I've already gone over Dow. A little bit stronger than Nasdaq this morning. Last one. No. Hex. Okay, I don't know which one you want. Okay, I'm going to assume it's this one. Daily inside bars, resistance 29.34, support 28.68. That makes it a little easy. Dang it, why can't I say no to y'all? EXK. Metals. Yeah, this is silver. 4-hour bear flag. Silver's not putting up as big of a fight as copper is this morning, so I don't know that I like this long yet. $3 key support. That's it for me. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button before you hit the exit. Give me a follow on Twitter @ChartGalLori. Check us out at chartguys.com and you can see what we're about in our community. And we teach you how to fish while sometimes handing you the fish or telling you at least where the fish are biting. So thanks for joining me and use stop losses.